Hello and welcome to Body Bags. My name is James and I'm just doing a quick fill-in review for Corey this week. So I decided to take a look at the Eduardo Sanchez Exists. It's a subgenre that I've always been pretty interested in. Sasquatch, Bigfoot. It's always been a fun one, whether it's like film adaptations or documentaries or even there's a couple of good mockumentaries out there. But this is one that I kind of really enjoyed. So this is kind of like an action Sasquatch kind of movie that you don't really get too often. It's kind of more of a rarity. Kind of think of it on the pace of something like The First Wrong Turn, maybe something like that. It kind of has this kind of connection, like how the film lays out and the speed and how it all builds up. It kind of reminds me of that in an unusual way. But it's done as a found footage. This, so we follow this group of kids, I'll say, like college students. There's two brothers, two girls and a guy, and there's the two brothers. Their uncle has this cabin out in the woods. I can't remember where it is now, and basically they go and stay there, and they start noticing a few bits and pieces. The one of the brothers, so he's a bit of a kind of, you always have these kind of characters. He's kind of like the jokey one or the annoying one sort of thing. And he's the one that's into all like the video tech. So he's the one that's kind of filming all the stuff. And he first notices the Sasquatch, kind of Bigfoot kind of creature thing, when he's kind of inadvertently perving on the couple that's in the group. Anyway, there's a few tensions start to rile up, and yeah, there's a few more bits of contact, and it's on the one night that they kind of really make some real contact, and it's kind of trying to get to them in the house, so they manage to hold themselves up. Then the next morning they decide they've got to get the fuck out of Dodge, basically. So they kind of make their way to the car where they left it, and it's been trashed and not quite like this cover, but there's this tree kind of stuck through the windscreen, so they're not going back that way. So they decide to go back to the cabin, and they're kind of going to wait it out, because the uncle that owns it will realise that they've not come back yet. But of course they didn't tell the uncle, because they relay the story that he didn't want them to go up there. And we kind of know why. There's all these Bigfoot kind of creatures running around. Well, that's the thing at the start as well. I kind of really should have mentioned that they actually managed to hit one. Yeah, they hit one. In their car. It kind of disappears and stuff like that. But later on through events, we find out that, spoiler alert, that they killed it. So it's basically I think it's the mother is taking revenge on the people that killed the baby, basically. Now, as we have with always with these films, there's no phone signal, so they're kind of stuck. One of them decides to try and cycle away to try and get help, or go as far as he can to get a phone signal, and as soon as he gets a little bit of signal, the mother is there, chases him down, and yeah, we can kind of guess what happens. It's kind of pretty well done, this one. There's bits of CGI, I think. Maybe. Actually, I'm not sure. Yeah. I think the Sasquatch is practical, but I'm trying to think if there's a couple of instances where it roars and there's a bit of CGI and stuff like that. But it's kind of it's well done. It's kind of creepy, and it's good raw when you hear it. It sounds pretty cool. And like I said, this is like an action one. The thing is running around, and it's trying to get in the house as well, and you see it, and it's trying to get in, and when they're holding themselves up in the house, it's desperate to get to them. It's not like you're seeing this slight glimpse of something. It's really wants, obviously, as we know, it wants revenge for the death of its infant, and it's kind of, there's a little bit of an interesting kind of it's developed past the animalistic stage, and it has this kind of forgiveness, as we see later right at the end of the film. And that's kind of, I think that's good enough for a kind of a run through of what this film is. I highly enjoy this one. It's good. Yeah, it's not perfect, and it's kind of, yeah, it can be a little bit generic at times, but it's kind of, it's always something that I've kind of wanted the Sasquatch world to kind of explore in a film. The action sequences are actually like really entertaining on this, and it's like, yeah, it's nice for Sasquatch to be like hidden in the shadows or behind the trees and that. But when it comes to the fore, when it comes to the front, it's great to see. And Eduardo Sanchez did a great job with this, and highly enjoy it. So if you've not checked out Exists, and you like the Sasquatch world with a little bit of like kind of speed and action in your horror films, highly recommend this one. Thanks very much, guys, and I'll catch you Sunday. Okay, bye bye.